Oh, that is nice. Okay, so okay. Let me go. All right, we'll see how this goes. I do know I need to put on my regular shaders or I'm going to lag. And I'll give myself a migraine while I'm at it. All right, so let me. There you go. All right, so I guess what I need to do. Oh man, I realized I haven't even decided what it is that I want to build today. Um, I could actually build like an actual house. Do I need to get out my books. Need to get out my my book of requests. Actually, you know what I do need to do? I do need to go through and write down the coordinates to the stuff that I've built. 'Cause it's gonna make it a lot easier for me to go from place to place if I do that. So we got our greenhouse at negative 180. Uh, s- okay, 67 and 116. All right, so that's the greenhouse. I could build the gallows. The gallows would be pretty cool. The thing is though, I think I would much rather have because there's a bunch of like little stuff, and I think the gallows, things like the gallows and maybe even like the old European market. I could do that because that one's been around for a while. Um, I'm very slow. I'm very slow with that. Hi, Francer. You know what? I can make I can make the same one for Francer as I have for my little duck friend or little duck friend. So we got 103 64 negative 366. Okay. I was just over by the diner. What do you mean? Why have I done this? It's almost faster to fly. I have actually been really enjoying this style of doing things because I don't know. I'm gonna do it on the road. Negative 68, uh, 67, and 194. All right, so there's that. And then what else do I have going on here? Honestly, oh, of course. Of course, I forgot about the football. How could I forget about the football? All right, we go. Oh, got negative 35. How did I do this? Huh. Whiteout. All right. I do like that whiteout. That's pretty cool. Why is it what takes so long to dry? Let's see. Oh no, it's still wet. Oh no. Um, there you go. All right. I think that is everything caught up with. I would make it so much easier on myself if I would just take coordinates after I'm done instead of rushing around trying to get it done. Okay. I think, hmm. You know what? I want to build a bridge. That was requested a while ago. So we're gonna build a bridge over the main river with an iron golem whose name is Golem. The only question is, I don't know exactly what's being referred to as the main river because this place is surrounded by all kinds of lakes. Oh dear. Okay. Um, Come to think of it, they're probably talking about this. Yeah, they're actually probably definitely, yeah, they're definitely talking about this strip of land right through here that I've already built yeah, a couple bridges on. So I guess we're just gonna add one to the mix. I do want to do a different. I don't want them all to be the same. I mean, they are a little bit like they're both a little bit different. Like a little bit, not much. Not much different. This one's a little bit kookier. Oh, goodness. So we've got a bridge there. We've got a bridge there. I think that leaves us with this was going to be a dock section. So I think I could do it along the low branches. But to be fair, oh, I forgot about the shrimp cat. I would do that in a minute. I'm gonna figure out where my building spot is gonna be first. Um, quite frankly, I think if we need a place for a troll under our bridge, we're definitely gonna want probably along this chasm here, just as a rough guesstimation. I think right about here is where it would start. I want to get an idea of this before I actually start building anything. That seems about right. Okay. Hmm. Oh my goodness. Oh dear. Someone must someone must be fumbling about. All right. I'll be right back. Oh, oh my goodness. That was supposed. My goodness. Absolute spaz. I think that could work out pretty good. I would just have to figure out exactly what to do with the landscape here. I don't want to do too much finicking with it. I could just build the bridge and then worry about it later. But I could do a diagonal. I could, but I don't know how that would help me. I mean, it would be fun practice, but I don't know how it would help me. Oh dear. You know what? Yeah, because it would be all right. So yeah, so no matter what I do that way, it's not gonna line up with the terrain very well. In fact, it's not gonna line up very well with the terrain, no matter what I do on this side, unless I pushed this back a little bit, eventually kind of sloping things. Something will probably go on top of this hill. Maybe not something quite as tall as the wizard's tower, but something. Um, this is always the hardest part. I think it would work, and I don't think I would want it to be too grand of a bridge, but I definitely want it to be substantial. So 7 blocks seems to be a good option. That seems pretty thick. Yeah, that would be pretty good. And then do I want there to be an art? That's the interesting part. Because I could go straight across like this, or I could give it a little bit of an arch, which I don't think will look very good when paired up or matched up to this terrain over here. What is this doing? I kind of want like I'm gonna have to figure out how all that works later. There you go. Oh no, my bitrate. I knew my internet would bite me in the ankles. Like the one time a day where I can do any streaming and kind of sort of have it work. Okay, so it would kind of go across like that. What if we looked at it from this angle? Yeah, okay. So definitely a pillar down the center. And we're gonna keep it flat. That'll work. It'll be fine. Then as far as block palettes go, I think because it's so close to this bridge, to the tower, can you do something with the amethyst stuff? Here, the bugs. The bugs. We could. That would actually look pretty cool. And considering it's gonna have a troll under it, give it some magic vibes. The troll is there to protect the thing. Yeah, that could be cool. I don't even Hmm. Hmm. Oh, I could do something fancy with it. I do know that I need an iron golem. egg. An egg in the mess. Hello, dude. Um, I could actually put myself like a barrel right here that I could go to. Oh no. Why is there stuff? There's so much stuff in my inventory. Okay, get that out of there. Um, we're supposed to do is a troll under the bridge. The troll is made of iron. I think. I think I want to go thematic a little bit and basically just throw all of the irony kind of stuff at it and see where it ends up. I need. Why did I think iron bars were going to be there? I'm just insane. That's why. Wait, where are the iron? Wait, where- hello? It's gonna be like somewhere right in front of me that I've looked past about 100 times. Like, just search it up. Iron bar. There. I don't want to use the actual iron though. I'm gonna use. Let's see. I'm gonna use. I will say I need to keep checking. I keep checking to make sure that my stream is healthy. Like it says it is. It says it is, but I don't trust it. I don't trust one bit. All right, so I've got stone brick. I'll probably end up using some tough as well. That's something that I've gotten into really enjoying. Um, is using tough for shadows. Though maybe I want to go with something a little bit dark, like really darkly themed. And I think got the regular lantern. What if we went in with the frog lights? Like we go in with the ochre frog lights for like the you know, there's a lot of orange in the lantern, so maybe we can do something with that as well. And I think that's all I can really think of like right at this moment. Of course, there will probably be some detailing blocks, like well, obviously details, but I think we could probably end up using some yeah, like some walls. And I think I'm gonna borrow some of what I did right in here and make this bridge look like some of the inspiration was born from the tower. Maybe. I don't know if I want to connect them in this way. I kind of enjoy the fact that everything around here looks very much like hodgepodge, and just like a bunch of people got together, started building, and didn't coordinate whatsoever with a theme or what to do. I actually really like that idea. I don't know why. Um, Gotta make sure our Iron Golem friend is in our thing. And think, I think, I think I'm just gonna kind of full send it. I think I'm gonna hit the replay. I can get my mic in a good place where I don't feel like I'm having to strain myself. I hate it when I futz. I hate it when I futz around with my setup and inevitably end up hating it. Even though I think I'm streamlining everything, I end up messing it up. Oh dear. Okay, so I think that's gonna be where we put it. That's gonna be where the bridge goes. And the only question would be, do we just send it? I think that's the only thing to do. I think that's the only thing that we can do. So I'm gonna leave, oh, I'm gonna leave this like this as markers for myself so I know what to do. A little bit of replay know-how right here. You leave markers in places where someone might not see it, or very minimal markers, which makes it easier to place things. I'm gonna leave that tree, hit the record button, and then we're gonna get rid of this tree. And that's gonna get me, or give me, a little bit of time between where I might actually want to start the recording or start the time lapse. Excuse me. Rude. I'm I'm trying to build things. I disapprove. I guess it doesn't really matter, huh? You get to build in the rain. Get out of here. Go away. And then we're just gonna... Oh my goodness. Okay, let's not burn down things, please. Man, I typed in half of that. So sure of myself. Oop, have it. Would this go faster if I maybe taught myself something like voxel? Yes. Yes, it would. However, I don't wanna. You know what? How I think I wanna do this is, I think right about here is where the edge of the cliff is. So we'll come up from right there. We could do the same thing over here. Kinda like... Yeah, we could do it like this. We could have... That's there. We could bring it about right there. And then go all the way up. There you go. Do it like that. And then, did I even put this in the right spot? No, I did not. There we go. That's the right spot. That is the right spot. All right. Feel like I'm channeling my inner season 11 Gemini Tay building a bridge with a troll in it. But here we are. Um we need to be I didn't think about this. I didn't think about this part. Where does this come off? We're gonna end up burying a tree. Excuse me. Let me up. Get out of here. Go away. This is why I burn trees. Get out of here. Get out of here. Go away. Then get go. Get out of here. Go. the inside of this is going to be pretty interesting because we're supposed to, like, the easiest way to handle this would be if I just got the, oh, nope, oh, nope, let me up, please stop. I beg of you. The easiest way for me to handle this with the iron golem is if I just, like, literally just hung the iron golem from the top. But I think what I'm gonna do instead is make it look like there's a tiny house on either side, or just probably this side, because this is the biggest. This is gonna be like the biggest side that we got. But then again, on that side, we have the cave area, and this little plateau section right here that I could put a retaining wall on and make it look like the troll kind of lives down here. And I'm not actually, I'm quite frankly, I'm not entirely certain where that little cave ravine section goes, but I could technically make it go wherever I wanted it to. So, yeah, I could give him like, get rid of this tree, get rid of that tree, build this out just a tad more, give him like a little house. Yeah, give him like a little house entrance right there. And then there could be a second area. Let's see, this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 across. We came down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That might be too thick. I need to focus. I need to focus. You can worry about where the troll's gonna live in a second, alright? You just first we get this put into place, and then we figure out where Troll is gonna live. Alright? Okay, I'm glad we could have that non-discussion. Why did I... Okay. You know what? It's fine. It's fine. It's not a problem. I'm not going marginally insane. I'm just trying to build a bridge. I'm fine. Alright, we gotta make sure that we actually build the base of the bridge all the way to the bottom. You know, it's fine if there's a bunch of, dirt in between, as long as it touches the bottom. Did I built it I built it one too far. You know what? It's fine. It's fine. I'll build it one out in this direction. I don't know how long this thing is particularly. Um oh, that's There we go. All right, up we go. Well, down to go, up we go. All right. So that goes like that. I think this is definitely going to be I don't know why I did that because this is definitely going to end up being a solid, you know, a hollow but solid blob. Oh no, don't fall. Don't fall now. That would be marginally embarrassing. No one's watching anyway. It's fine. It's okay. It's fine. We'll survive. Light it up a little bit so when I go in here to do interior, it's not full of evil things that want to tickle my toes. All right, we got that. And then I need to go ahead and count how far across this is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 16, 38. Hmm. You know what? I can work with that. It'd be okay. I can maybe work with that. So let's see. It's kind of weird with how this river is shaped because I'm quite aware that I kind of need I don't know, it feels awkward, but I also just want the bridge to be here, so it's going to have to be here. Anyways, it is 28 blocks across, which is fine because it's going to be I think one big archway, especially with how deep it is for how big the pillars are on each side. I think it'll be okay to just be one big archway. $28. I think we are definitely going to start 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's 7. So we start at 7. We're gonna try to make an arch. Two, three, four. You know what? That's not bad. That's not the worst thing that I've ever done. And it probably won't be the last worst thing that I've ever done. In fact, excuse me. Oh my goodness. In fact, what I think might be interesting as part of these build exercises is I don't really plan them. I might do a little bit of planning just to make sure that I'm gonna like a block palette or I'm gonna like a placement or proportions are okay. For instance, I did quite a bit of proportioning when it came to the Wizard's Tower, but I think it's just because I've never built anything quite that big. Like I've always focused on building small things. Okay, so this is a 7 wide thing, and part of me is wondering if I could do like this. If I could do no, I did something wrong. What did I do? Oh, that's what I did. No, let me up, please. I beg of ye. Okay, if I did that down the middle instead of like big and chunky down the sides, would that create the definition that I'm looking for? Or create some definition? Yes, it would. And also it means that I could, if I wanted to, come in here and round out that a little bit. And then I also have hell high. I also have stone walls that I can shove in the corners to round it out even more, which I think is exactly what I'm going to do. So I'm going to go ahead and do that just so I know where my head space is going. Oh yeah, definitely. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and fill this in because I want it, yeah, I want it to be solid. And by solid, I mean I'm going to leave some of it hollow to save on time. Let's see what that looks like. Nice. Okay. So the only thing that I'm realizing now though is that's pretty cool, but now I've left it pretty, what's it called? It's going to leave it pretty narrow on top. So maybe if I want to come down by 4 and across like that, that might do it, which means I'd want to basically break everything that I've done. And then kind of basically make a new arch. Oh, no, not that one. That one stays. Don't get overzealous now. It's fine. And what might happen is the arch actually stays the same sort of bigness, gets shoved down. I have a feeling that's exactly what's going to happen because this one needs to come out by 4. Then this one needs to come down, or this needs to come down one more. Yeah, see, that just doesn't have the same effectiveness. S- So, what we're gonna do is how far down did I shove it? Or we'll start it right here. It'll be okay. Maybe. We're gonna find out. So that starts off with 4, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, and 1, 4. And that was too far down. Okay. 3, 4. See, this is why I try to make quick decisions, because that's the point of a building exercise. All right, so that's 4, which actually puts this back up here where I was originally planning on it being to begin with. So that fixes that problem. Let's see. Honestly, it could be good because this is going to be probably a block or two staggered sort of tall. So let's go ahead and finalize this. Nope, let me up. Stop. Excuse me? Nope. I gotta stop falling like that. My goodness. Hello. I regret to inform you that in this particular world, I need not of any of your assistance. I'm sorry. Something interesting. I think we could probably do like this. Just to add a little bit more depth, or even more, rather. And then we can go in with some trap doors. Yeah, that helps a lot too. Okay. There we go. Okay, so that's what we're gonna do. Let's just skedaddle it around then. I think we could make a really cool design choice as well if I wasn't doing this bridge for like the copper golem aspect is to do those pillars in, or these bits right here, the supports in copper, almost like they were poured and cast brackets. That could be pretty cool. But I don't think I particularly like that idea for this build. You know? For the purpose of this particular build, I don't like the idea. Well, if I could hit the right thing, I'm trying to ready aim fire and hitting all the wrong stuff. Um ha 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 ha. I'm glad to see though that my stream seems to be working pretty good about this time of day on a Saturday, which means that excuse me? Oh, which means I should be able to stream consistently on this particular day at this particular time. I'm actually very happy about that because I am excited about the prospect of doing this more. Okay, so this is how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13? So I need to go out like 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Got it. Question mark? Yeah. This I've 2, 3, 4. I think 2, 2, 3, 4. Maybe did I don't know if I did that right. This is what happens. I overcomplicate it for myself. 4 and then that. All right, I'll find out in a second. If I just block this out, I will find out in like 0.2 seconds. Oh yeah, that's not right. Okay. See, I told you. Yeah, okay, so I did this right up here. It's 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 1, 2. Well, okay, it's not. Okay, all right, okay. Let me do here, straight across. Okay, that's what I did wrong. Got it. That's fine. 2, 3, 4. Here we go. Yeah, that one goes there. Kind of. Like that, 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 and then that. Did I do that the same on both sides? It's 1, 1, 2. Yeah, okay. All right. Crisis averted, guys. Crisis averted. I think I'm gonna put some of these in here. Don't want anything creeping. Like that. And then excuse me. Okay, so that is starting off rather okay. Kind of. Oh, it still looks way, way clunkier than I would like. But that is the magic of things like stairs, which we can get some of, and we can place them kind of, maybe not all the way along. Actually, yeah, I kind of do want to place them all the way along. Because if I did that, oh, excuse me, if I did that, then it would kind of mimic what's going on right there, which would be nice. So we're gonna break all of that. I don't know how much like shading and texturing I'm gonna do on this. Oh, that is better. Okay. If we put like that, yeah, okay. Do like that, that. Come on over here like this. Okay. That adds a little bit of dimension, and I think we're gonna go ahead and just cover all of this in bricks. We're gonna end up with a brick blob. And I have a feeling I'm gonna have to get a little bit creative with this particular time lapse. Because this is just the building phase, like, or the original shaping phase, whatever you want to call it, the ugly phase, where I have a general idea of what I want to do, what blocks I want to use, but I'm still not entirely sure where it's heading. Okay. So now I know that I want to put something here, something here. I want, not entirely sure what I want to do for the railings, but for now, I want to get an idea of it, or an idea of what it's going to look like finished. No, when it's moving that fast, I can't see what I'm doing. Oh, it's perfect. Nice. Oh, oh, no, no. I can't see the black square when I'm moving so fast. And then when I'm thinking about it, I can't do it at all. Stop! Damn it! There. Alright, so that gives a little bit of an idea of what it would look like walking across it. And it does look a lot better when it's not just a flat line on top. It psychs me out a hell of a lot less looking at it. What are you doing, buddy? Alright, so we got that. Now keep in mind it's not tall enough down the middle for the iron golem to really go anywhere. Because it is literally 2 blocks tall in the middle. But that's fine. It doesn't have to be big enough for him to go all the way across because he lives in the bridge, but that doesn't mean that he lives on both sides. He's probably going to have himself a door right here. A big ol' golem sized door right there with a little bit of a little bit of a deck. And do kind of like that. Maybe even with stairs instead, or even a mix of stairs and hole. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Okay. And oh, this goes up into this area right in here. Okay, we can do We could do something lore-wise with that, but we're gonna leave that for right now, and, um, yeah, actually, right now, let's go ahead and do this. This will give us something to work on as a mild palate cleanser. Let's see. We gotta oop, we gotta throw in our iron golem. I'll probably throw a floor down in here. But our iron golem is going to need... There we go. He's gonna need an iron golem sized door. He's gonna live in here and be our troll living under the bridge. Cute. And then we can kind of borrow something like what we have going on up there. Switch out this pattern a little bit. So that way we can make it make a little bit more sense when we put this up. I need... Let's see. Slab. Yes. Oh, nope, stop. And then up here. There. 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 There we go. He's got a cute little doorway now. It's adorable. And we can even scatter himself a couple windows. Yeah, scatter him a couple windows. We'll probably dress these up a tad. Not much. It doesn't need to be much. And we're definitely gonna have to come through here with some other stuff. But I do have ochre light. Oh, nope. Ochre lights with me. And we can use those as the glass? Question mark? Or not even the glass, but just... I can change it if I choose. But for now, actually, I kind of like it. I kind of like it. It's actually pretty. It's pretty cool. Okay, let's add one more. I don't want them to be completely on the same on all sides. I don't want to be perfect about it. So like these two are a little bit more close together. It's like I said, I said earlier, it's like I can change it if I want to later. But for now, this is gonna help me to not go insane looking at plain walls. Excuse me. Stop it. Stop it. See, this side isn't even gonna have a door or anything to it unless I want to add a little dock down here. Make this another part of the house. I don't know. Because there's supposed to be a troll living in the bridge. The windows make absolutely no sense. These ones are probably going to change. Yeah, they're gonna change. This one needs to go probably here. There we go. Cute. Not sure how I feel about those ones. However, that's okay. These ones, I might have to move them one there just so it makes sense. Because all the other ones are pointed in a specific direction. There and here. There are way more important parts for me to be futzing around with than this. And yet here I am building windows. It's fine. There we go. That helps. That helps a lot. Okay. So we have our down here where the troll lives. Um I gotta figure out exactly how I'm gonna work with that because the only way anybody would know that is if they watched the live stream or just or saw the saw Instagram because I post all that. Gonna round this out a little bit more, I guess. The only downside to doing that is the only way to really do that over here is if I put in stairs. Might could still work. Mm, I'm gonna leave it. I think it looks okay as is. I can always change my mind. Like maybe here and here and here. I think that yeah, I think it looks okay. Maybe okay. So I know that another thing that I need to do is add some actual structure to this thing besides the archway and the two side pillars. So I think I'm going to try to find like about the center of the bridge. So right here. Okay. All right. So what I think I'll do then is maybe in the center we'll have, in the center between each of the railing bits, we can have ourselves some lodestone. And then we also have our, oh, I have it in my hand already. You know what? Yeah, we can do, oh, wait. Yeah, we can do that. Wait, we can make it slightly wider for the, slightly wider of the railing. That's not. Stop that. Go slightly wider for the railing. Kind of come out like that. And then do like this right next to each other, please. That'll make this a little bit easier. Yeah, that's. Oh, hi. Hey, Mill, what's up? You can come in. Ooh. Hello. Can I help you too? Well, even Pumpkin came to say hello. Hello. Careful, you're gonna pull out my hair plugs. Hi, sweet. You need something? Huh? What do you need? Are you happy? You just want attention? Yeah. Just want attention? Need some scritches? Oh, I'm flying. What you doing, bro? Are we good now? Have you been adequately? Oh, really now? Okay, okay. All right, all right, all right. Do you really? Oh, I know what your problem is. I'm sorry. Okay, we'll take like a couple seconds here. I'll get you fed. I'll be right back. Then I gotta. I know. Okay. I forgot what time it was. It was time for a puppy dog to eat. I am such a bad owner. My goodness. I think the only downside to this is that it kind of there's not really a downside. It does widen it a little bit, which is I haven't decided if that's a good thing or a bad thing yet. I'm sure I'll decide at some point, but for now it is fine. Let's see. Where was I? What was I doing? Aha. Yes. I've got to add some kind of texture to this because otherwise it just ends up looking like a blob of stone, which I knew was gonna happen. Oh my goodness. Why are you ringing the bell now? Oh my goodness. You think so? It is not time. I know. Give it a little bit of time. Give it a little bit of time before you gotta go. I know you. You're just gonna wander around. No, because I know you. You're just gonna wander around. And then you'll come get me in about 30 minutes after we come back in and want to go right back out, and then you'd have to go out. Yeah. Oh, goodness. I think my brother came home. Oh, dear. I like that, though. It's pretty neat. We can bring it down a little bit on the sides. I am gonna have to go back through with actually, I think I said that earlier. I'm gonna have to go back through with some tuff and shade, do a little bit of texturing. I don't think I'm gonna do much just because, well, partially because I don't want to, and also, um, I think, yeah, in about 20 minutes, I'm gonna have to take a puppy dog for a walk. So I guess that'd be like a good opportunity for if anybody wants to go potty or whatever. trying to be a good content creator, but also got to remind myself that I am a pet parent. And when you have your pet on a schedule, they expect that schedule, and I don't blame them one bit. I'm usually pretty cranky if somebody messes with my schedule too. Let's see. You're gonna have to wait a second, sweet. I see you. I know. What? You're ringing the bell now. Duder. So demanding. Oh, that's right. So, ooh. Wait, that's right. I was planning. Oh, I forgot. Yeah, that's right. I'm doing iron golems, which means I can actually come in here like that. That right there just adds a good bit. Gonna make your ears ring here for a second, but it's worth it, I promise. Just look at the railing. That's actually pretty neat. I don't like I never understood I used to have an issue that I am trying to not have as much, where I just couldn't fathom using the blocks that are meant for a specific purpose to be used for any other purpose, especially building. But now I'm just like, oh yeah, I get it. And then we could, I don't like no. What if we did like can you put? Yeah, you can. Um, I don't know how I feel about doing that. I do think that if we came through and put some color like that, and then maybe we could put some spikes on top of there, or maybe even better, not even every single one, like maybe every two. It depends on how it works in a second here. Yeah, because we got ourselves a bridge here. It needs to be lit up. Oh, it's perfect. Nice. And it needs to be lit up, so we can just put the oh, nope. Let me up, please. We can put the lanterns on top of the posts. It might be a little bit narrow on top there, but I don't particularly care. Gotta light up that bridge. Okay. We'll do that on the other side now. I have a tree in the way. Tree in my way? Never, never would that ever happen. Wait. Oh, no, that's right. Okay. Kind of. That might be a little bit of an issue. That could change. And I think it is going to change because I kind of want the two ends to be the ones that definitely have the lights. But I don't know if that's going to cause an issue. 3, 4, 3. Nope. That works out like that. 4 in between instead of 2. Perfect. Unless I have somehow accidentally put 5 in between one of them, which I could have very well done. Let's see. All right. So there goes the lighting. There we go. Yeah, 4 is perfect spacing to get it how I want it on the ends. It might look a little bit goofy looking at it from the bottom, but to be fair, I believe that is technically the center of the bridge. So, oh no, that's the center of the bridge. Okay. So we've got ourselves a little bit of a railing now. I kind of like it the way that it is. I feel like right now the play would be to texture. You can texture And then if we wanted to go in and do a little bit more futzing around, trying to make sure I got all my blocks in the right place for what I'm about to be doing. We're gonna be using uh already got that. We need tough brick wall, slab, and stairs. We might could even go in with a little bit of deep slate in some places, especially down at the bottom of the pillars. That could be cool. Um, I don't know. Let's start off at first with just underneath. Yeah, just underneath here. And then of course that means that we're going to have to do something with the top here. However, however, I think it's going to be okay. Yeah, just something subtle, I guess. I don't want to go too crazy. Don't want to go too crazy with the textures. I hear you moving around, Missy. What you need, boo? Oh, really? Are you big crybaby? It's almost time, I promise. You'll be okay. Have you decided it's time already? Hi. Hello. Do you need something? What do you need? I know. I don't even have to ask. You rung bell. I know. All right. Okay. All right then. We're gonna take a 15-minute break. And reconvene. Somebody needs to go outside and go potty. So I'm gonna take Pumpkin out, and I'll be back in about 15 minutes. I didn't realize I've been muted this whole time. I muted to take Pumpkin out, and I forgot to unmute myself. Alright. I'm actually really liking how this looks, though. Did I? Yeah, I did. I did. At least I didn't leave the recording paused. Why are you ringing your bell, Goofy? Oh, really? If I really wanted to cause a little bit more wear as well, I could add a little bit to these pillars here, which I think I'm gonna do it. No, no, no. Big squeeze me. That seems like rude behavior from rude little puppies. No. No, that hurts and you know it, and it's rude and it's mean. You can have attention, sweet. You can have it, but you gotta give me a minute, okay? I'm almost done, all right? I know you're not used to it, and this is something that you're gonna have to get used to. I know it's a problem, but I promise you, I'm right here with you, and I'm not going anywhere. I'm gonna put a little bit of texture behind the pillars, and then I'll put some texture on the pillars. Like this one over here, I'd already added some texture. So that one, I think this one I can do like this. That helps a little bit too. Okay. I had an idea while I was on my walk with Pumpkin that for like the house for the troll, I could just put like a house dangling from the bridge. But I kind of think that defeats the purpose of a bridge house or of the bridge being the troll's house. But I think that's all of that part of the exterior done, and now I just got to figure out what I'm gonna do here. Um, honestly, I could, theoretically speaking, theoretically, I could go through and what is this? Did I hit a button? Where was I? Okay, I was over here. Theoretically speaking, I could come through. Whoop. And I could do something like this. That's not. And this would allow me to texture the bridge a little bit more so we can kind of treat it a little bit like there's runoff. Whoop, I fell in the bridge again. I'm gonna do that a lot. Treat it, yeah, I think we'll treat it a little bit like there's runoff. And then we'll kind of fill in some places with the tuff. Just kind of splotch it around a little bit. Just gonna splash. Cover all of my sins. Oh my goodness, boo. There we go. So we got that. And then, oh my goodness. Oh, really? What do you need? You've been out though. You've been out. You know what? I have finished the outside of the bridge. I know. I have finished the outside of the bridge. I know. I finished the outside of the bridge. It is 7 o'clock EST. Which means I believe that it might be a good place to stop. Excuse me. Excuse me. I also want to build the interior, but I've been at this for like 2 hours. And there isn't really much to be seen in the interior anyway. Maybe I'll stream it tomorrow. We'll see. We'll see. Until then, I have been summoned. Okay, I understand. I understand. You're not used to this. We'll get used to it. All right then. I think this is going to be the troll bridge. The troll bridge, the troll's going to live down there. Excuse me. Hey. Inside voice. That's not inside voice. Yeah, I gotta go, but I'm gonna see if I can stream the interior tomorrow. And You're gonna get yourself put in timeout. Yeah, alright. I can only do streams about 3 hours long anyway, I think, for YouTube to archive it, so, we'll be back tomorrow to do the interior. Excuse me? Alright. Alright. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Okay. Oh my goodness. The pumpkin I know. Oh, excuse me. The pumpkin hath determined. S- s- down. 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 I am trying to end the stream. I have told you 1,000 times. I know. Oh my goodness. Alright. Bye for real now.